Hello everybody, they call me Muse. This is the last hero of Nostalgaia, and this is, I'm pretty certain this time, the final episode of this series, as we venture deeper into this lair to try and find Mercutio and cause him all sorts of bother. Ah, what are you buggers doing? Have you just buffed all of your lads? Is that what's happening here? Can we reach you? Doesn't look like it. But your lads also appear to be a bit thick. Oh no, here he comes. Right, so let's stab that lad and then give him a stab if we can. And we've been damaged. Badly damaged. But good luck debuffing me a second time, knobhead. Well, you might not have to at this rate, because it depends how quickly we can use our icon. And we're dead. Yep, we finally died to a debuff. Fortunately, we did it about 3 feet away from the last respawn point, so that's kind of why I was getting a bit reckless there. Now, let's see if we can't take that first one out quickly this time, which we can. What just happened there? Oh, tentacles, of course. Trying to knock us down into that lava. Oh, these boys are being a little slow. Just come on over and take your backstabs. And take your power stabs. Excellent. Yep, got bonked there. Ah, I forgot to check runes. And now we're damaged again. There we go. So, let's try a bit of that herb. That slows the bleeding, but doesn't finish it off completely. So we'll use a heroic icon in a minute. When we drop from kills, we don't need that. Increased stamina regen we've already got. So, decreased stamina usage. Let's combine the two. Let's just be a stamina monster. See how that works out for us. Right, so now that lad wants to come around and have a go, does he? Now, I'm beginning to think that these cages as well could potentially relate to... Ouch. Yeah, I'm thinking these cages could potentially relate to an item being remembered. Ow. Stop hitting me at once, you buggers. I was well out of range of that lad. Well out of range. I suppose I could have patiently waited for Spear Boy to make his way around before I marched further in. But that seemed a bit boring. Now, let's just deal with you lads quick if we can. Although, yeah, the way that lava's ebbing and flowing is not my friend. Did you just get healed? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, Spear Boy's healing them as well as buffing them. Wretched bugger. Yeah. And yeah, that recursion damage through the shield is kind of annoying. But I don't think there's a lot we can do about it. Are you gonna go for a little jog this time, or are you not bothered? Alright, so we've got to make our way through the islands, I think. Although, if we can come up here and deal with Spear Boy, I'd like that. Just to get revenge. Lovely. The last of the Scythe Boys approaches. There we go. We deal with them sensibly, one on one, all is well. Now we've got this item. And standing in there isn't good for our health. Thought it was worth a look. Because it looks like it could be a cage surrounded by void, which means possibly we've got something that could be remembered here. But maybe not. Maybe we just press on and leave behind this awful room. This feels like another spot that would be rife with tentacles trying to slap us. So we'll just keep scuttling. Where does this flight of stairs take us? Down to more tentacles. More stabby stabs for you. And that's too soon, so let's charge up the follow-up. There we go. Oh, we finally got a crit. It's been a while. In this place where crits would certainly be useful. Haven't seemed to be picking up that many. So be it. Right, so some of this is going to remain upright. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, there's more tentacles. Okay. Maybe this is one of those bits where we just run for it. Cherries. Okay. Now, what does running for it get us? Aside from somewhere a little safer than where we were a minute ago. Let's just come up to this lad. Who looks like he might have been thinking about buffing his mates. Well, now he's dead, so that's fine. Not getting a lot of access from these enemies. Just getting a lot of buffing items that we've not been using even a little bit throughout the playthrough. Maybe we'll have been saving them all for the final boss. Or maybe we're just going to forget to ever use them. Ah, the staging area. Very nice. A kitchen of some sort. Now, what have you? 4,000, which we can afford. And there we go, we've collected every rune. Good. I'm glad we've done at least one of the cheebs. Now, should probably just look for it this way, shouldn't I? Runes. Suave Rock. Momentum increase. Making it easier to stagger enemies. So the concept of staggering enemies and poise and whatnot is in the game. Just seems to be the case that it doesn't always work as you expect. And having big heavy armor doesn't protect you from enemies' attacks. You just get staggered from anything they do. Right, sounds like horrible things are happening somewhere, but it doesn't seem to be down here, so that's nice. I guess we head back out and up the other path. More gas clouds. And more gas clouds. We seem to have had these little pluses over our head for some time now. I feel like maybe that's because of that stamina trinket we just put on, but either way, we haven't got the healing buff icon. So, yeah. Curious. Path up there. Path down below. Yeah. Watching all my timings. And yeah, we're definitely not healing right now. So we'll just pop another of our things. And let's see, this guy's not even spotted us. Ah, jeez. I walked too fast at the last minute. He's quick. We're gonna die. Yeah. Pete's sake. Just mistimed that one attack and it just led to death. So how does one swiftly get back to where we were? Because there's not a great deal of shortcut going on in and around this area, it seems. So we'll try the old Dark Souls classic and just sprint past everything until we get to where we might need to be. At the very least, there is this big long walkway, which means enemies have got plenty of time to get tethered back to their spawn point rather than just following us forever. One would hope. I'll probably turn around in a minute and find like 7 tentacle faces just chasing after me. Now, that cage, that might be the cage that's suspended over the void that was the subject of one of our memories. Looks like it's being slowly lowered. Is that relevant to anything? Either way, there's our memory. Right, you there. You're operating another of these machineries. So you can get dead. Should we go and deal with that cage, or should we come up here first? Well, is this progress? This looks like progress. Maybe down there is not progress. What happens if we just drop off here? We make that guy fall down. We're going to get down before that cage reaches the bottom, at least. Does that help us? Did we hear this cage from up above? Is that what we were hearing before? And is there any way for us to stop said cage from being lowered all the way? Why would we want to anyway? There's probably an enemy in it. Looks like there's an enemy in it. Maybe the goal is to get down here quickly enough to kill everyone else before that enemy comes out of the cage and just makes our life difficult. Yeah. Okay, so someone's just turned into an enemy, that's cool. Oh, jeez. There's the D button. And there's some memory. And not much else. And I didn't see anything that I could remember around this particular cage. I mean, it said a cage surrounded by abyss, didn't it? So this isn't surrounded by abyss. It's just surrounded by rocks. Really? And lava? Right, why would there be a caged door that's open there? Why would there be a gramophone? And everything else in this place? This has all got to relate to something. Is this where the princess was kept by Mercutio, perhaps, before she escaped? Is that something that happened, or am I misremembering things? Oh wait, no, actually the princess's vengeance, isn't it? Because she received the heirloom. She must have been the daughter of the king who was in the Keep of the Stolen Crown. I think. Now, what have we here? An umbrella. And someone climbed up the walls to their escape. So the umbrella suggests, yeah, the umbrella suggests a certain princess. Who may well have then become Vengeance. She escaped her cell and got away from Mercutio. So we've got flight of stairs up, but then we've also got more cages. More prisons, possibly. Begin to hear music. Does that mean we're heading into a boss fight? Or are we heading into a bar? Chainmail thong, chainmail bikini. Okay. That was the barkeep. Now, before we press on, let's have a quick look at these, shall we? Lair of the Adversary, yep. She shed me just before ascending out of her pretty prison. Okay. We know exactly where to look for that then. But we'll have a quick poke around the rest of the bar and see what we got. Cherries again. A stage where dancing could occur, no doubt. There's got to be a way round to the top of... Right, so some sort of love bed. It's all a bit creepy. And now the music's got a bit sinister. Vengeance! Speak to me.
My existence has been a promise that was never meant to be realized. Always potential. Never fulfillment. And so, I was valuable. A trophy in which a winner could see themselves reflected. Those could be Nostalgaia's words. Let's end this cycle, together.
We'll tether.
So be it.
We'll tether off you, Vengeance. But it seems like there might be a boss up there, so what we're going to do is just sneak back down and have a closer look at this chainmail bikini. There's definitely parts of this place that I've missed as well, for sure. Like down here, for example. Now this looks like a cage that's surrounded by an abyss or something along those lines. Yeah, there we go. So that's the Amnesiac's armour sorted. So after their allies' betrayal, Hitch and my hero were imprisoned within the quest reward vault. When Connect was sacrificed to the chasm, My wearer and the other noble heroes were given a choice: pledge fealty or be transferred to the cage, teetering upon nothingness. The courage of most faltered at the promise of oblivion, but my wearer and her friend were amongst those who held firm to the hero's journey. The beacon within the cell ensured that killing each other could not liberate them. As the cycles wore on, my wearer watched many of her kind surrender to the madness in the release of the chasm. When the Great Forgetting began to enact its fate on the pipe player, he came to my hero with a final temptation. He sought that she validate him, as the heir had long ago refused, the heir being vengeance. In return, he promised her a position of power subservient to none but himself. My wearer, weathered and weary, had forgotten much of her ambition by then. She could no longer remember her name, or the lance of the friend who had betrayed her. But she did remember the symbolism of her heroic icon. No was all she had the strength to say. In retaliation, the pipe layer cast Hitch into oblivion. Eventually, my hero's unbreakable spirit was also thrown into the nothing, and the amnesiac was forgotten. And we can go flat. So a cage where the only escape is to throw yourself into the pit. You can't even die to get out because that's not an option. It's pretty dark. Let's get a bit more luck. And yeah, we've unlocked the ability for double pickups. Now that it's largely irrelevant to us. Guess we can't open this door from this side now, so just every time we come back here we're going to have to go flat. That's fine, I guess. Oh yeah, and I see you there. Giant green pipe-like hot tub. He offered me to her under the pretense of his protection, but she suspected he had ulterior motives. Yeah. A cell he had fashioned to make her feel wanted. Lingering there, unsure why she continued to deny him, she lost count of the cycles. She'd always believed in heroism. She'd been designed to swoon for it, but hero after hero failed or fell before saving her from her saviour. Her trust withered into doubt, then despair, then anger, then to empowerment. During the commotion of the Great War, she cast me off. Her parasol she forsook with the sunnier days she no longer believed in. She found an inner strength that excited her as she ascended out of her pretty prison. She did not need a saviour. She would save Nostalgaia herself. She intended to enter the bottom of the world, where she hoped to find an ally. Then she would kill Mercutio. Yeah. So it's possible that we'd have to actually bring her along to complete a quest. But maybe she'll be fine with us just killing Mercutio. Now, is there any purpose to these prisons? Or are we just delaying the final boss fight? Flight of stairs in this one. Taking us up to where exactly? Is this the way of getting up to the bed? Where there was an item that we were seeking, or is this somewhere else entirely? Huh. I don't know where we are. There's a bedroom. And a writing desk and a clock. And a coffee maker. Curious. Oh, cheeky get. So yeah, not a great deal, it seems, going on in these prison cells. Possibly there's somewhere that something could be remembered, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any obvious signs. So maybe it's just a couple of items. New piece of tradition though, so if we wanted to try out another weapon, we've certainly got the pieces we need. But yeah, it's time, Mercutio. Prepare yourself. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a boss fight. Now, what might we want to use? Oh, actually, yeah. I think the recursion and degradation things don't actually work on bosses. So, maybe we didn't need to save them. Anyway, here's Mercutio. The old pipe player himself. He's got a 3-swing combo there. And that's a big old attack that we don't want to deal with. So he's got swords and pipe attacks. That's cool. Oh, jeez. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Hello. Now, big bonker. There you go. Oh, we got him. We made him little. Now he's going to throw fireballs at us instead. You need a mushroom, friend. This phase appears a bit easier. No. There we go. He's had his mushroom again. Back to this bit. Oh, that's a 3-swing, is it? My bad. I thought it was a 2. No. It's going to land somewhere. Do I know where? There we go. Just running away seems to be a good bet. Now, is he healing? I'm not doing much damage if he isn't. Oh. Yeah, you can see the bits on the floor where he's going to come down. But alas, that didn't help us avoid it there. So that's source damage, you say? Ouch. Lost lock-on. For reasons. Now he's going to have another mushroom. Is this when he heals? And we're out of access, so... Oh, jeez, camera. It's getting aggressive now. It's getting quick. I'm being a little incautious here, but the fight's not going so badly, so I'm okay with it. Oh, we nearly got him. There we go. Are you down? Is that it? Yeah. Bam. We've defeated Mercutio and gained the Saviour's armor set. Is the heart repaired? Also, what's the Saviour's armor set like? pretty heavy. Its memory lingers in this area. Kept a secret hidden behind a place nobody would seek to enter. It's got good stats for everything, really. A place no one would seek to enter. Oh, hey, Vengeance.
It is done. Nostalgaia's heart awaits your sacrifice, hero. An end to the great forgetting. An end that, paradoxically, will make me forget so much. Do I now resent what I have sought? Some part of me wishes to remember this. Nostalgaia herself will remember.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yeah, we'll be fine, Vengeance.
Nostalgaia is that enough?
I will go and sacrifice myself and whatnot. I'm not going to take the throne. I might just have a quick look at it, though. Is there a secret behind it? Is that what it's referring to? There's certainly something behind it. It's a loading screen. And a door. Where does this take us? Exactly. Ah, it takes us to the heart. Lovely. Now, what say you, old man?
The heart lies open for you, hero. Enter it when you are ready for all of this to end.
Very well. The heart does lie open indeed. Is there nothing else we can do? What about the innocent?
The heart lies. Enter it.
Is the innocent still hanging about? There's a question. Also, let's get some more levels while we got the chance. We can return Mercutio's withered idol. Get ourselves more luck. Because even if this is the end, I'll probably be playing on to, you know, finish remembering everything, finish collecting everything, get some more Chiefs. Right, the innocent's moved on. Nothing new in here. Challenge heroism. Alright then. It's on. It's got some new moves. We got some crits. Now, it seems to be going alright. I figured there was something back here that needed to be done still. Because yeah, we've not seen the innocent or anything around, so yeah. Wasn't expecting to have to challenge that lad again though. I was just thinking about going back to the start point. But there we go. We've gained the essence of heroism. What's that going to do for us? I don't know. First I should have a look at what the essence does. So it's the repository of all heroism. That was, is, and may have been. To take this into yourself would fill you with an unparalleled quantity of memory.
The heart. Enter it.
Don't know if we want to do that. That feels like it could lead to issues. Let's go back to the hall and just have a poke around, see if anything's going down. Yeah, the answer appears to be no. I'm not finding anything out here or any other reason to be around here. So that's sad, but it occurs to me, go back to where you came from is a way of telling the heroes to go back to the heart once their quests are complete. And all of the game's problems stemmed from the fact that the heroes stopped going back to where they came from. So that's neat. That's a cool little touch. But yeah, seems like we're about finished here, all told. So yeah, it's been a hell of a fun ride. There's a few issues I've had here and there with the combat, such as the complete lack of poise, meaning that even the smallest of enemies will stagger you, even when you're in the heaviest of armours. And the rolling felt a bit off, which is why I've just generally gone with sword and board throughout the whole thing. But yeah, the whole design of the game, the areas and the levels and the way it's all intertwined, it's just been pretty incredible, all told. I've definitely had a hell of a lot of fun. It's definitely my favourite non-FromSoft Souls-like. But yeah, I can't help but feel that in true Souls-like fashion, we've kind of half completed a quest here with the Innocent, and kind of half failed at it as well. Maybe we were supposed to speak to him at some point and we missed him. And I'm pretty sure there's no New Game Plus either, so I can still roam around and gather up the remaining relics and whatnot. But yeah, there's no options to come back and continue with this character once they return to the heart. I suppose that's logical. It makes sense within the lore, is that we are returning to the heart of Nostal Gaia to never return. Do we know who the old man is? Did we figure that out? I mean, he knows the narrator. They're old friends. So he seems to be cut from the same cloth as the narrator. But what's the significance of the narrator being a puppet as well? There's things which I'm not smart enough to figure out. Mysteries left behind. Maybe enough mysteries left behind that you're intrigued and you want to play it yourself. Because I think, even though you've just watched me play it, it's definitely worth a play. I think you should buy it and have a go, because it's jolly good fun. Now, the heart is ready to receive us when we complete our heroic journey. It's time. And then a less subtle warning. Warning, this will end the game. Yes. Now just hold on there a moment, past Muse. Belay that outro, for exciting developments have occurred. They've only gone and released a DLC, haven't they? That's right. The Rise of Evil has emerged. It's got a couple of new areas in it, a couple of new bosses, and a super secret final boss. However, that super secret final boss can only be fought if you fought the secret final boss of the main game. Hence a new character. I've played through the whole game again up to the point where we have defeated the narrator, and we're ready to cut the plot threads. And that, I believe, is the point that allows us access to the new DLC. So what I'm going to do is play through the rest of the game on this little sorcerer character that I've got, and then we're going to go and have a look at the DLC after we've beaten the secret final boss. So, until next week when we come back, thanks for watching, friends.